Hi Scorpio, welcome to your 2025 astrology. Here I will be trying to look at the major key events that are going to happen for you Scorpio. This is for Scorpio Sun and Scorpio Rising, but it can be used for you that have Moon in Scorpio as well. But mostly this is from the perspective of Sun in Scorpio and the Ascendant or the Rising sign in Scorpio. Now, first of all, let's see what are the materials. Everything you see here in the screen you can get for free in the link that is in the description box, and also a free moon calendar if you are interested, and you can sync it with your calendar and you can watch it in your phone, your watch, digital watch, or your computer. Now, first of all, let's see the timeline for the major events that are going to happen for 2025. Now, we do have 4 eclipses. Three eclipses will happen in the signs of Virgo and Pisces for the first time, or almost the first time, because we had already an eclipse in Pisces in September 2024, but this is a new series, and the last series that happened in Aries and Libra is finishing, with the last eclipse being in Aries at the end of March 29th. Also, Mercury goes retrograde. This is normal, but it is going to be in fire and water signs this year. Venus and Mars go retrograde as well. So that's not normal, because Mars goes retrograde every 2 years, Venus every 1 year and a half in general. Then we have Jupiter that changed signs at the start of June. Then Saturn, for the first time after 2 years and a half, changes signs as well. Uranus after 6 or 7 years. Neptune since 2011 has been in the sign of Pisces, so it changes signs. This is a huge event. And Pluto will continue in Aquarius. Chiron will continue in the sign of Aries as well, so no changes there. This is the timeline. You can download this and print if you like. And this is the astro chart I will be referring to during this video. So this is the same chart that you see to the left, and I will be pointing with my pen to the areas that I am just discussing. Okay, let's begin immediately. Now, starting the year, we have Mars that continues to be retrograde in the sign of Leo. It started in December, the first week of December 2024. And then after the first week on January 6th, it will move to the sign of Cancer again, being still retrograde, and then moving direct at the end of February. But considering the shadow period as well, it will be in this effect until the end of April 2025. So those energies are similar, almost similar, during the first half of the year. It will be moving for you Scorpio risings and Scorpio suns. It will be moving from your 10th house. The sign ruled, your 10th house is ruled by Leo, and it will be moving to your 9th house. So those themes will be matching together, those stories. Some of you might have already started some problems, maybe in your career or your life path, having a deep self-reflection or not being quite happy with the current career path. Maybe some disagreements with one of your parents or one of your managers or bosses. It may have been possible if you have been working for somebody else. And this may have started in November, and especially during the first week of December 2024. Now, after the first week of January, it moves to your 9th house. And I would suggest to be more aware or cautious if you are planning to travel. So double checking any lists or plans that you have, and leaving extra time, because this is the house of international traveling. Also, it is the house of life philosophy, or outlook in life in general. So you might be deep reflecting about that. If you are going to travel, you should be aware not to have any disagreements with people that are abroad or something like that, or you need to be more patient if there's something regarding applications for visa, for example, if that is the case. But those are the themes almost that might make you either reflecting or meditating about. Some of you, those retrogrades bring past persons or past similar events, past themes that might have happened with something abroad or regarding school or university. Some of you might have some struggles regarding studies if you're currently in higher education or are specializing into something, and you might see that it's not that easy, and the professor might be a bit harsh or seem harsh or very too demanding as well. So if that is the case, if you're studying. But it's not all that bad, because at the second half of the year, starting from June, we have Jupiter that moves and gives a helping hand in your 9th house. So everything that felt like heavy in this house, like with traveling or applications for visa or studies, or generally a pessimistic or not very satisfying outlook in life, it's going to change a lot with Jupiter moving into your 9th house, and it will manifest as much more success, or it might feel much more easier. So we have Jupiter that moves into the sign of Cancer, and it will continue from the middle of the year till June of the next year, year 2026. Uranus is going to change signs as well in the summer, July 7th, and it will stay into the sign of Gemini until November 8th. And it is going to bring some relief regarding relationships. So if you are having some changes, unexpected changes regarding your one-on-one relationships, business or romantic, you might see some relief in that area. But you need to be a bit careful with investments if you are into that. So it's better to take the advice from a financial advisor, or if you are in a relationship, your partner's money might have some ups and downs, so some changes that might affect you indirectly. So this is shared resources, shared money, or you need to be just very careful with your taxes being correct, because this is the house of taxes as well, debts. Some of you might get an inheritance as well, or some bonuses. So this is the house of money, but it can be the house of deep intimacy. At the same time, you might see some changes there in regards to how you connect with your special person as well. And this is a preview of what Uranus will bring for around 7 years, starting from 2026. So you will get a preview from July till November 2025 of what themes might appear. And then it goes back to your 7th house, giving the final lessons there. What else? Now let's talk about the eclipses. The last eclipse is going to happen, the last eclipse from the series of ARIES and LIBRA axis is going to happen at the end of March. And it is completing that cycle of eclipses in your 6th and 12th house. So if you've had some problems regarding your routine, health, relationships with people that you work with, or with people that report to you if you're a manager, I think you will get some final conclusions around that. It's like closing one chapter, hoping that there's some big lessons there. And some of you might have changed jobs. Those events started to happen in fall of 2023 when the eclipses in Libra and Aries started. Might have changed jobs, gotten into a new job, might have changed the routines of health or daily routines or co-workers as well, something like that. And this house, along with your fifth house, will be your main focus as well during 2025, because we have eclipses that change signs. They will happen into the signs of Pisces and Virgo. It is in your 5th and 11th house. And also at the same time, Saturn and Neptune will change signs. Neptune in spring, and Saturn during the end of May. Okay, so the new eclipses in your 5th and 11th house might bring changes to how you relate to your friends. Some of you might evaluate your relationship and see that some relationships are outdated. You don't connect any much deeply with them anymore, and so you might leave some friends and groups and get into some new communities or new friends, and those in general are going to last because those are eclipses happening in this axis. So these are major events. The people that stay here during this period after those eclipses close, after 18 months of going back and forth in your 5th and 11th house, they bring some stability in that area. So a new chapter opens, but it's more stable. You might have gotten a sense of what it is to be in these energies, with Saturn starting this journey here in your 5th house in March 2023, and Neptune being there since 2011. You will get some relief regarding if you have children, and there might have been some communication problems with children. If that is the case, you will get some relief around that. Or if your child or children have gotten into some difficult times, there's some relief around that as well. So take what resonates. When Saturn leaves Pisces and enters Aries at the end of May, and it will go to your 6th house, that means that you will need to restructure now your daily routine, your communication with your co-workers, being more focused, more rigid, and strict with your health as well. But we will have Neptune here as well. So there's an almost conjunction happening during summer. It's not exact conjunction, but it's less than 1 degree when Saturn and Neptune come very close to each other. And those are two different energies. Sometimes it might bring some idealism, or you being over idealistic about your job, your career. But there you will have the helping hand of Saturn that will bring you practical insights and make you feel very grounded. Not only that, but in the 5th and 6th house, there's Venus retrograde happening and Mercury retrograde as well during March, April. From the 2nd week of March till the 1st week of April for Mercury retrograde, and from the beginning of March till the middle of April for Venus. And when Venus goes retrograde, it might bring some themes that might have been problematic in those areas, like 5th house and 6th house, regarding having fun. Maybe some of you will be rethinking and noticing that you might have taken everything so seriously, and life is not only working, and reflecting about that, reflecting on taking maybe a day or two off from the week if you have been working nonstop or something like that. past people might come into your life as well, with whom you've had some problems in the past. And here with the 5th house, it can be an ex that comes back, or some event happened during that period where you in your mind there comes this scenario of what happened in the past with one of your exes. But it is quite possible from March till the middle of April you to have some kind of recontact with one of your exes, or thinking a lot about what happened regarding a past relationship. And Pluto will continue to stay in your 4th house now. It's for the long run till 2044. And also I wanted to emphasize that with Saturn being here since 2023 and eclipses happening in your 5th and 11th house, it seems like it's not all black and white. It might bring some excitement to you as well. With those eclipses here, you might rediscover a new hobby that was left in the dust, and it might bring enjoyment. It is recommended to you to pursue some hobbies or whatever you desire. That was a hobby. Some of you with Saturn being here might have taken a hobby very seriously and might have turned that into a job opportunity as well during the Saturn transit. So we're talking about period from March 2023 until now. But it is a time of excitement as well, with eclipses happening in the 5th and 11th house. You might get into a very passionate connection. It is the house of romantic connections, where you might get to know somebody new. And this is very exciting. Very, very exciting. It's not all that pessimistic like it has been until now, with Saturn being here, or with the confusion of Neptune as well. So I do see overall a very good year, and it's also, you are prepared for this, I think. The eclipse is happening in the 5th and 11th house. It's not something completely new to you, with Saturn being here, with a teacher being here, teaching you some lessons in those areas of dating, hobbies, having fun, creativity, especially if you are a creative person and have had problems, blockages in creativity. You will get some relief, and new doors, new chapters will open that are better. So eclipses are major beginnings and major endings. They close some doors but open other ones, and the purpose is to put you into the right direction, into your life path, what is meant for you to be in. Okay, Scorpio, I think this was helpful. There's too much information, too many events, in fact, happening in 2025. All those materials you can get for free in the link in the description box if you are interested, along with the free moon calendar that you can check for the whole year, all the new and full moons and eclipses, and better prepared for those events. You can get notifications 3 minutes before. I use them very oftenly with my Apple Watch. It notifies me when moon change signs, or when we have a new or full moon or an eclipse. So if you like, you can download those for free as well. Scorpio, wishing you all the best for 2025. This was your astrology forecast. I will see you at the next video. Bye for now.